I'm Michael Lehmann-Horn, CEO of Magic Multimedia EDIUS.net. We are the worldwide distributor for Grass Valley EDIUS, and I'm very proud to announce the release of the EDIUS BAT server. The BAT server is a tool to extend features and possibilities of EDIUS 11, and it's free, so anybody who's using EDIUS 11 can add it. Add your own features and workflows to EDIUS. A selection of features is already included. Easily create subtitles with AI, optimize your media files, and use the latest AI tools. Thanks to the open structure of EDIUS 11, this is now possible with the BAT server. I would like to show you now how you can add the BAT server and additional features to EDIUS 11. The first thing you need is the EDIUS 11 Setup Manager. The Setup Manager is also done by our team, and it's very easy to install EDIUS with this Setup Manager because it installs EDIUS and also the bonus content, the additional plugins, and it checks the system if everything is okay to run EDIUS, and then it will update EDIUS and also plugins continuously. It's a free tool, and this tool has been now extended. If you don't use the EDIUS Setup Manager yet, well, you can simply install it. You can find the link here. So it's edius.link/install11. And what you will get is the EDIUS 11 Setup Manager. It looks like this. If it's installed, you have this tiny EDIUS.net logo here as a tray icon. Right click on the tray icon, like I'm doing it here, and then click on BAT server panel. And it opens up the BAT server panel, but obviously the BAT server is not yet installed. Click here to install. That's what you need to do. And yeah, then something like you've seen before is popping up. Now, this time it's checking the components again, but also it's checking the components for the BAT server. The BAT server is a tool which is utilizing other tools like FFmpeg to do things in the background. And you see right now I have here different options. So I can install the BAT server and the BAT server tools. Those are mandatory. And here I can now select if I want to install speech-to-text for NVIDIA or speech-to-text for Intel NPU or Intel GPU. So we offer different options depending on what you have as hardware in your system. The Intel NPU is very interesting because this is a part that is highly efficient, and also we are very proud that we have a first release ready to be used by anyone who has an Intel NPU in his system. The latest Intel Core Ultra CPUs, they offer this NPU extension, and it's really nice to use. I accept the Euler, the end user license agreement, and I click install. And then you see that the BAT server is downloaded and installed, and also the BAT server tools and the additional optional speech-to-text functions for NVIDIA and or for Intel. And keep in mind that these functions include quite a big download for the AI model. So it takes some time for download and installation, but it will just run, and it also will run in the background. You see that EDIUS is still running, and you can work normally with EDIUS while the installation of the BAT server is done. In the end, when it's finished, you'll see this screen. So setup is finished, and you simply click on exit to exit. Then there's a difference already. If you now right click on a clip in the bin window, you see suddenly below properties, add function and speech to text, and also below properties, if you right click in the timeline, you see Explorer. Well, Explorer has been added because this function is there in the bin, but not in the timeline, and customers ask us if it's not possible to do this. And the function add function opens the BAT server panel. Speech to text obviously allows you to automatic do subtitles or subtitles in English. I would like to show you now that you can open the BAT server panel through the tray icon. We tried that before, you remember, then it was installed. Now it's available here. And if I click here on BAT Server panel, it will start up. On this screen, you can see the functions you have added. You see also there are functions which are not active right now, like in the bin. You see delete file permanently. That is an option which was available in the past in EDIUS, but it's not available in EDIUS 11. As soon as I click here, you will find it right there. So it's as easy as activating a function and deactivating a function just by working in this menu. But you cannot only work with those which are here, you can also add new entries. And I would like to start with a very simple one. You see, if I click here, I get some kind of wizard. You see here the first function is open with. So this is a simple tool to just send a file from the bin to another application. You can decide if it's an application which is available for all kind of media or just for audio, stills or video. I select default, so all kind of media, and I would like to open media info. So you see I go to program files, media info. Here is the application, and I just say use that one, add this feature to the bin and name it with open with media info. But you see, I can just change that. If you want to have something like more media info or something, you can just type whatever you like as a name, and you get your own EDIUS function. So more media info is what I said, and here you see more media info. If I click here, and here I see the information, so you see this is Ultra HD at 60p, yeah, and that is what it is, my media file. So I just send it to another application by clicking here. Well, it's a function I added. I can disable it, I can enable it, I can rename it, and I can also change it. Technically, you see what's happening here on the right hand side. We have a short description, what's happening, and here this is the code. So right now it just says open the file with this application, and the source is obviously the file you clip on. Submenu is empty, so it's not in a submenu. You see, if I right click here, I have a submenu which is speech to text, and I have 3 entries. I now would like to add something with the Intel NPU because I think that's really nice. So I add an entry and select speech to text speed optimized for Intel NPU. I select that, and now I can decide if I want to say I have a dedicated language or the tool can automatically detect a language. I think auto detection is great, so I go for that. And if it's not English, you can translate it into English. That's very practical. For example, yeah, you probably hear it. I'm not a native English speaker, so I have many content in German, as I'm German. And if I would like to translate that, and then use that function quite often, I select German and then translate to English. So in my situation, I don't want to translate. I just keep it in the original language. And now I can select for what it should be optimized, for the NPU, for the GPU, or for the CPU. I select NPU because my system here has an NPU. And I would like to have this option in the bin. Okay. So now I can say the name auto detect the language NPU. I name it in a different way. Automatic Intel NPU. So that's the entry I would like to have. You see, it's now also added to speech to text. And if I right click here, speech to text, there it is. And I use that now. And you see something's happening here. That's an overlay. You can also move that. And it's giving you some information what's happening. So it's sending the audio part to this automatic BAT. Yeah, this is the function we are using. And here's a description. So it's transcribing the audio. You see below here, it's already working. So in the first step, it has converted the audio to WAV. Then in the next step, it has analyzed what language it is. It has obviously found it's English. You can also read that, but this goes so fast that it's not really possible to read it here. And then in the last step, it generates the subtitles, the SRT file. When it's generated, it will automatically be loaded into the bin. And then I can just drop it down here on the timeline. And you see when I play it now.
Get ready for the future of video editing with
it's
EDIUS
obviously
11.
working.
EDIUS is well known for its stability, benchmark setting performance,
So it's very simple,
format support, and creative tools.
but very nice.
On top, EDIUS 11 offers a wide
It's just
range of
one of many possibilities you have now with EDIUS 11. To prove that this function uses the NPU might be also interesting. I just redo this step. So I delete the file, delete the title, do the step again, but now I would like to see the task manager, and in the task manager I would like to see the NPU. So let's do it again. Speech to text, automatic Intel NPU, and I bring this up again. And you see now, okay, he is compiling. Then it's using the file. Here you see the WAV file. Then it's testing. See, it's using the first part. And yeah, it's working. And here you can see the NPU, so the neural processing unit of this processor. And it's going up to 100% sometimes. Usually it's maybe about 60. And this is the part which is working. So you see the CPU is almost doing nothing. And also the GPU has a very low rate right now. So yeah, this process is completely done in the NPU. And that's why it's so fast. The NPU uses very little energy. So it's power saving. And yeah, here again is our subtitle. So this is just one of many possibilities the BAT server brings you, and we would like to invite you now to try it yourself. And yeah, we will do more videos showing you other things you can do with the BAT server, but maybe it's a good thing to just have this video with installation and a little bit insight about the basics and also about the Intel NPU support, which we are proud to have integrated now in the release version of the EDIUS BAT server. So thank you for your interest. Have fun working with EDIUS 11.